Hello everyone, welcome to Street Outlaws Update channel. Today, we talking about Big Chief and Jackie's massive shop move. You already know that Big Chief and Jackie have been in the midst of a major shop move if you have been following them. This is a complete metamorphosis though, not only a change of place. In order to improve efficiency, we are discussing demolishing barns, reconfiguring land, and carefully arranging storage. As with anything in racing, there are no easy answers. The major transition: the old is gone, the new is coming. An antique building may not always be a part of the larger scheme of things. With the little barn on Big Chief and Jackie's new land, that is precisely what transpired. They weren't in a rush to demolish it at first, but the barn wasn't adding any value, so they stepped back and sought professional guidance. It stood in the way of a more practical and effective arrangement instead. After obtaining an excavator, they set to work, tearing down the barn and even taking on a huge tree stump the size of a Volkswagen. They had to make the shift to make room for their new shop and storage system, a larger store but more intelligent storage. The good news for their expanding business is that the new store is bigger than their previous one. However, any racer understands that if extra space isn't used well, it doesn't mean anything. In their former store, storage was a constant problem. Things quickly became cluttered with tools, equipment, and race car parts. They used to rely on 2 storage containers, one for tools and materials and another for parts. They devised a strategy to maintain order rather than allowing their new store to become a massive storage shed. There's no point in having all this shop floor space if you take it up with parts and tools, Jackie said as best she could. Ingenious solutions. An L-shaped storage configuration. Big Chief used an expert, his longtime friend Lo from 405 Outdoors. Instead of arranging their storage containers in haphazard locations, they came up with a practical solution together, putting the storage containers in an L shape and raising the ground level with dirt from the property. To give them more solidity and to make them blend in with the surroundings, they even partially buried the containers. The outcome? Easy access to tools, equipment, and race car parts in a flat parking and storage area. Additionally, it will be easy to move items in and out because the gravel leads directly to the shop. They also took future security into account, ensuring that their configuration made it simple to secure trailers and fence off the area. Addressing the terrain, leveling the field of play. The natural terrain of their new property was one of the main obstacles. There were hills, slopes, and lots of trees in the area. Some trees were dead and dangerous to their shop, especially during high gusts, while others were worth retaining. They struck a balance rather than razing everything and converting the area into a huge parking lot. They preserved important trees while leveling up certain places. This strategy not only provided them with the room they required for equipment and trailers, but it also maintained the property's natural beauty, making the shop a racing powerhouse. The next steps. The following stage involves fine-tuning now that the land has been leveled and the storage containers are in position, adding gravel to create a smooth parking space, organizing the storage inside the containers, finalizing the shop layout for peak efficiency, considering a shop extension in the future. Even the concept of dividing the shop into 2 areas, one for working on race cars and another for displaying their valuable builds, has been mooted. Making sure their new location is completely operational for their racing operation is the first priority for the time being though. Not just a shop move, it's an evolution in racing for Big Chief and Jackie. This move is about positioning themselves for long-term success, not merely opening a new store. More effective race car builds, simpler access to equipment and materials, and improved race day preparation are all correlated with a well-organized workspace. Innovation has more space when there is less clutter. They are setting the stage for whatever comes next by making investments in the infrastructure of their property, whether that be growth, new developments, or even attracting more races to their area. Implications for street cars in the Midwest. What this change means for Midwest street cars' brand and racing presence has been a mystery to fans. It's evident that Big Chief and Jackie are developing beyond simply being a shop brand. Even though Midwest Street Cars is a renowned moniker, they are creating a racing empire that embodies their aspirations for the future and their present objectives. This new arrangement serves as their home base for the upcoming phase of their adventure, not merely a place to work. It all comes down to moving forward with a purpose, whether that means housing race teams, creating new content, or just having a place to test and improve their vehicles. What will happen to Jackie and Big Chief next? Everyone is watching to see what happens next as the shop transfer comes together. As the racing season heats up, Big Chief undoubtedly has some important ideas in the works. The options are unlimited, whether it's launching a new construct or pushing the Crow to new heights. Not to be overlooked is Jackie. By making sure that every step forward is about development rather than nostalgia, she has played a crucial role in keeping this change on course. Her involvement in the shop setup and racing demonstrates her commitment to the sport, and we wouldn't be shocked if she took on even more tasks in the future. The future is bright. As usual, the racing community has a lot to say about Big Chief's tactics. While some believe this to be a vital step forward, others question whether it represents a change in priorities. Will there be more organized competition and less street racing? Or is this just one more step in his never-ending quest for excellence? Big Chief has never been one to back down from a challenge. That much is certain. He's always been about pushing the boundaries, whether it's controlling the streets, creating a new setup, or disproving his skeptics. The most recent development in his attempt to remain ahead of the competition is this new store. Big Chief and Jackie are preparing for an even more demanding, competitive and thrilling chapter in their racing careers as the transfer is almost finished. They are preparing for some of their best racing to yet, with a better shop, more intelligent storage, and a clear strategy for the future. The key query at this point is, what comes next? Will the Crow accelerate further? Will there be a fresh build? There's little doubt that anything they do next will be significant. Prepare for the next phase of Big Chief and Jackie's racing history by keeping an eye on things and staying tuned.